Hey everyone, Hugh here, talking about vine weevil and all things vine weevil. Yes, these little white larvae come from these adults that are around at this time of year. The adults are currently laying eggs in your pots and flowers, and once those eggs hatch, they'll actually make their way down and eat the roots of some of those shrubs and perennials that you have in containers, unless you're taking some precautions. First though, here's an example of some of the damage that they'll actually do. This is a little Fuji cherry, a Prunus incisa. You can see there I've grown in a small terracotta pot. It's about 6 years old and I've grown it as a bonsai. Reliably flowers, lovely white flowers every spring. It's a lovely little feature. However, you can see that the roots have been eaten by the larvae over last winter and into the spring. So by summertime, when I went to have a look at it, it wasn't looking very well at all. Knocked off the soil that was there. No sign of the larvae because they were well gone, but you can see the roots have been decimated and there was very little fresh roots there. Now you have a choice of throwing out the plant at this stage or potting it up. I chose to pot it up, but I will have to take precautions against the adults to make sure that there's no more eggs laid at the base of the plants by the adults at this time of year. So you can see what I'm doing here, taking a terracotta pot, putting in some crockery to base, some gravel and some grit for drainage. And then the soil that I'm going to use, or the compost I'm going to use, is actually soil. It's a bag topsoil that I've added nutrients to. I'm not going to use any peat-based composts because the larvae actually love those. And then to deter the adults laying any eggs, what I do is I put a layer of grit over the tops of pots. I find this works very effectively and it just stops the eggs being laid, which means that these larvae don't hatch out, which means that they don't do the damage over winter. And if you look at any of the pots that I actually have here with shrubs in them or other perennials that I want over winter, they have grit on them. Sometimes some extra stones for decorative purposes, but grit. And I find this far more effective than trying to hunt the adults at this time of year, because if you go out at night and you try to pick them off, they just drop off the plant and they're impossible to find. Of course, there are other ways and other means of deterring your vine weevil, and I know you'll have plenty of ideas and suggestions, so maybe include those in the comments below. For now though, as always, many thanks and talk to you soon. All the best. Bye bye.